Support for the Bush League broadcast.
Way to go, Jay.
The thing is, you three are the worst to screw up in front of anyway. Because now we'll be a half an hour of getting back to...
Tyson?
Giver.
Go on.
Bumblebee. Stop, Cameron. Support for the Bush League podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the Ultimate Men's Hygiene Bundle, the Performance Package. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code BUSHLEAGUE at manscaped.com.
Welcome to the Bush League Podcast, a show about nothing and everything.
All right, everybody.
Get this puppy in the gear.
1, 2, 3. Campcast!
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed to do a Campcast. I missed the meeting.
I didn't know what we were saying.
I did it on purpose. I said, everyone maybe will say something different. It'll be funny.
We are...
on location.
after many a joke about us doing this,
Yes, many jokes.
we are...
We're in the
we're
trailer.
doing it. I got to say, what I was not expecting was to be slapping the feed bag on when I arrived.
Yeah.
Well, that's the good thing about camping, boys. You don't. It's you get up in the morning. You're like, I think I'm gonna have a breakfast. Little
So
do
you
you
go
know,
forage for food.
So you tell your family to come and get the lot next to you, and you team up to create a beautiful breakfast spread for your
pancakes
podcast
and
buddies.
bacon and sausage and pancakes.
Oh, my.
and toast and pancakes and English muffins and pancakes,
pancakes.
Bacon.
eggs.
Oh, bacon.
Perfect
and
amount of
pancakes.
love detected in every bite.
Homemade toast.
Who is this an ad for now?
We're just trying to make Jeremy hungry again.
Oh, man.
Every podcast.
Is there like a promo code for the breakfast?
So I do need to apologize for it. Well, there's a lot going on here today. First of all, I arrived a little bit late because I got pulled over. We can undress that one here in a bit.
Which time?
But then so then when I got to the campground and I thought I was a little bit late and the guys weren't here yet. And then I'm discovering, so on the way into the campground, so last night, Cameron's phone is kaput,
Broken.
right? Broken.
She broke.
So Cameron's not answering us in the group chat, but we didn't know his phone was broke. So then I'm talking to Cameron's wife, Katie, and she sends me the most immaculate instructions you've ever seen in your entire life for where their campsite is and how to get in here and everything. And I didn't look at who she sent it to. I just thought, thank you. You know what I mean? So I get to the campground today. I find my way in here. I had one stop to make, and I had 2 stops to make after the police pulled me over. We can... Okay?
We'll diverge.
And
That's how excited he was to get here.
I opened my messages, and I was like, okay, so what lot is it again? Hey, services New Brunswick driving by. This is camping.
That's the noise patrol.
Noise patrol. Ah!
Well,
So-
move along, buddy.
Move along. Nothing to see here. So I open my messages, and I'm thinking, what lot is Katie and Cameron's? And I was like, 332. And then I realize this is only sent to me.
When did you realize it, though?
At the gate of the camp. I'm at the campground.
Now, really, in all seriousness, I got up this morning and about to leave Moncton, and I checked my phone. I didn't see any instructions there. I could have said, hey, does anyone have any information on where the...
And neither of you did?
And we did.
You just went for
Asked
it.
last night.
Oh, yeah, you did ask.
I
That's
didn't
true.
either.
Gary
You're
did
making
ask.
fun of me for never reading the messages. You don't even read them
Yeah.
either.
Well, and Cameron's phone doesn't work from a Manscaped incident, from what we understand. But
Falling on the ground waiting for the bus is not considered a Manscaped.
Yeah.
I mean,
He told us he was using his camera to get a shot of the undercarriage to make sure he got everything.
Well, it's hard to look under there. I'm just saying, I'm a fat guy.
I'm not as flexible as I used to be either, Cam. So
Rest in peace, shared album. Rest in peace.
Yeah, so anyway, I never sent that message to the guys. And I guess they were aimlessly roaming.
Well, and now let's give it to Jeremy, because then he can explain his side of what has happened at that point.
I do apologize.
Well,
So
I'm on the way over. And yes, I did see Gary's message. I didn't see anything to that. But I was like, I know he's at the Mactaquac Provincial Park. Like, there's like signs for that. You can even get there pretty. So I didn't even open my Google Maps or nothing. I'm like, I know roughly where it is. So I kind of, found my way and drove across the top of the Mactaquac Hydroelectric Dam. And I'm like, well, I made her here. So
I'm in Mactaquac.
I'm in Mactaquac.
Where is it?
So I pulled into the site and I thought, I wonder what's the chance he's like, walking by the main entrance or something. But I didn't see anybody. So I looked at the lot numbers and I said, you know what? When you get a lot of lot numbers, may as well start at number 1. So I started from 1 to 200. I went that way. Well, it turns out that part's closed. and I get through the trees and I said, they're going to be right here. It said trailers this way. And it was just fields of empty. There's nothing. Yeah.
Jeremy's like, is this place closed?
But yeah, exactly. So I was like, well, this isn't good. But like, you can't really turn around, and the arrows were specific. And I'm like, I don't want to like turn around on the lawn. So I'm driving around by myself through the foothills with nobody around for miles. I eventually got my way back to the front entrance. And I see this beautiful Volkswagen Golf pulling in. And I said, that's got to be Gary. So I just stuck my arm out the window and I said, come on, Gary, let's go. We're going to go and find him. I said, I think I saw through the trees. I thought I saw a white Honda Pilot and a pop-up tent. Now, in hindsight, how common of a sight is that, right?
In a campground? I don't know.
So I'm like, that's them. So we start down, we get by, and it's not them. So anyways, we're, Gary's following behind me, and we're creepily driving along at 5 kilometers an hour, peering at everybody around.
Meanwhile, Gary assumes Jeremy knows where he's going.
I would never assume that.
I just was, in my mind, I was singing, we're here for a good time and a long time. So anyways, right about, I think we would have found you anyway, but right at that moment is when Tyson said it's site 332.
So you were in here when I sent it.
Oh yeah, we had got through
He was at number 22.
I was at the gate. So I passed you. You must have been going the opposite because you have to do
He
the
was
one
down
way.
at the bottom. So when he came out, he turned to the right. You turned to the left.
We'd
He was
already
down.
looked at about 40 campsites by then.
But how many minutes was that? Like, how long were you here?
Probably 15.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't long.
Not
Like,
long.
Yeah, right.
it's only like 15 minutes.
See, not long.
I've been
But you
here since
pulled in
last
right
night.
behind me. Like, I was here for 2 minutes.
Yeah, he really was. He's pulled in.
Maybe 2 minutes. Got out of the car, talked to Cameron, and you guys pulled in.
Yeah, we were here before you then.
Oh, you were here before me.
Technically, you were in the park before him.
I'm too proud to say I got here last night and was scared, didn't know what to do.
Camped out in the back of the truck.
I hid behind, hid behind the
closed
security.
area.
I was like, this is great. This is like one lot. It's like 200 acres.
Right in the middle.
Yeah. So, anyways, we found her. And
You
we're
did
in,
find her.
Yeah. If you go
Little,
back a couple episodes, you can listen to
Yeah.
us talking about Cameron's camper trailer. Well, we're in it here now. She's not bad.
We're in it.
We're officially campers.
Yeah.
We're officially, yeah. I
Happy
think
campers.
this counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
see, it's not a tent, boys. Not a tent.
Yeah.
Well, boys, I got to tell you, we've had a few different sponsors since we've started this podcast, but I was pretty excited when the Performance Package 4.0 by Manscaped arrived at my door.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't believe it.
I was like totally blown away, man.
And I don't know how they can fit more into one box.
Whoa, it's all so many compartments hidden around. It's like tight package.
Just about to toss her out. There was a newspaper in the bottom.
Honestly, though, I couldn't believe how much they crammed into one package. But inside it, guys, if you order, you'll find the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear, nose, and hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant. Yes, that's a thing, and it's fabulous. Crop Reviver toner, Performance boxer briefs, which, by the way, might be my new favorite pair of boxer briefs, and a travel bag, which I think is underrated, by the way, because that is a nice travel bag to hold all the goodies that they send you.
Things like a Cadillac, man.
They call it the shed.
Shit.
Yeah.
The shed. Anyway.
Oh, nicer than mine. I know that.
I'm blown away by the flashlight, the spotlight.
Okay, jokes aside, what a thought
That
that these
wasn't a
guys
joke.
had. No. But the Lawnmower 4.0, this trimmer is like the future of grooming and is the best. It's got to be the best ball trimmer ever. And Gary's not kidding. There is basically, I'm calling it a headlight because it's bigger than a flashlight on this thing. So you can see, and it's waterproof.
Yeah.
That lawnmower is like a Formula One car around a corner. It sticks. It doesn't move. It just sticks right to where it needs to.
And
should
no
call it-
porpoising, just a nice smooth ride.
They should call it the Venturi.
But I am blown away by the performance and craftsmanship of this trimmer, and I have never seen a trimmer like this. It's like this seamless body on this trimmer with a light in it, and easy touch button, and
Lightweight, compact. It's the whole package.
You add on a little crop preserver.
so. But because the trimmer is waterproof, you guys can say goodbye to that messy floor in your bathroom. Know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. It's a, yeah. There's a lot of strategy you could go into there.
Oh man, poor Cameron probably looks like someone shot a hedgehog in there.
Had to get the shot back out.
As a bonus, I knew this trimmer was coming, but I did not know the weed whacker was coming. The nose hair and hair trimmer.
That thing was like all out impressive. Like I took that as like it can't be that good, but it was like, man, it's high grade, high quality, high powered.
And it is. And guys, I find like guys typically don't talk about our grooming needs a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Not
But, like,
anymore.
Not anymore, but what a nice quality. Like everything is high quality in this performance package.
You got to work hard to hurt yourself. That's what I appreciate about it.
Don't
Man.
need training wheels, Jag. We don't need training.
No, you're not wrong.
Yep.
So everybody, it's time to take care of yourself and go to manscaped.com and get 20% off from us to you, plus free shipping if you use the promo code BushLeague. No, RCMP helped me make sure I got here okay, and
Yeah.
With a little bit of aggravation, but you know. But no fines. No fines.
no fine. So I will. I don't know. Have you ever been so mixed up? Like I can't tell. So he pulls me over. First of all, I'm losing time. You guys have experienced this. We had a whole road rage episode here a long time ago. I'm cruising right along. I'm speeding a little bit, but I'm not speeding excessively. And there's no one in front of me, and there's no one. And then I catch up to this group of cars.
Yep.
That there's 5 cars in front of me with the one truck doing like 85 and 100. And then they're doing 75 and a 90, one of those, right?
yeah,
and they're just not letting anybody by, and the cars are
on the turns they go faster, but on the straight shots they slow down
for whatever reason. Yeah, but this is the same group that then they get to a little town where it goes to 50, and let's go 65 through town.
Yeah, so you can't catch up.
But then we'll do 75 and the 90 again. Like I don't understand. So we drive by, the big moose in Doketown.
Yeah.
And there's 2 RCMP vehicles in there. And I'm the last in this train of slowpokes in the back of if I had been in the middle, I probably would have been okay. But I was not. I was on the rear end of her. And I'm not speeding. They're pulling away from me. They are speeding because just like I told you, they're going faster than they should be in the 50, but they're going slower than they should be at the high speeds, right? So I set the cruise control to 50. I think I'm the last one in line here. Let's just get through town because there's another cop car up on the side, and now the 2 pull out behind me, and I thought, oh, great.
Now I have to go 50.
Now I have to go, I got to do 50, and I'm just going to get through town. That's fine. So about halfway through Doketown, right in front of the Tim's, his lights comes on.
That's an odd
So I pulled over to let him by, because to be fair, the 4 cars left in front of me, they're leaving. Like they are moving. They're doing 60, 65, maybe 70 and a 50, and they're speeding. And then as I look in my rear view, I realize, no, he's pulling me over. It's me. He's pulling me over.
You're like, what?
My cruise control is set at 50. In a 50. So I don't go over, and I'm getting pulled over. But you don't have time to think. Like I have 30 seconds before he gets to the window. Like, what did I do? I don't know what I did. He walks right up to the window and said, did you know your registration's expired?
I hear you have a Manscaped code.
I want 20% off that sweet, sweet lawnmower.
But tell me this. Like, the registration sticker has the year
And month.
and the month.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all
It's
it has.
still
But when
June.
he runs your plate,
Then he gets a date.
he gets
So they run your plate before they...
So for
I didn't know.
Yeah, no, for those of you at home, just so you know, my sticker for registration says
June.
June. And this is June we're recording in. So as far as I'm concerned, I got a few more days, by literally almost 2 weeks, to get my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I got till, some people go by like, I got till July 1st, and the next year's it'll say July, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not even what he pulled me over for. I had a license plate cover, and you guys know, this is always like, have you ever like looked back at something you did a long time ago, and now it's like, if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't be talking about this to this day? I bought this Toyota, and there's no bolt holes on the bottom for your license plate. And a pet peeve of mine is that the license plate in the bottom's almost blowing around in high winds because there's only top holes.
Yeah, and it bends it.
And I looked everywhere for a frame to go on this license plate that doesn't have bottom holes in it because there's nothing I can screw into the thing. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't find anything. So for the first time in my life, I buy a license plate cover. I've been driving around with this thing for 13 months with this license plate cover. It's not tinted. It's not anything. I wash the car at least once a week, right? And so what he said was, he said, well, I noticed was your license plate cover. And then we ran your plates and your registration's expired. And I said, talking about month and date, I said, but it says 06 on it, right? And he said, yeah, it expired the 6th.
Because you got it in the 6th.
And I'm like, no, like the 6th month. And now I think he takes this as now I'm correcting him. And I'm not trying to correct him. I'm legitimately confused because I said to Amanda last week when I noticed, like, oh, this runs out this month. I got to renew.
Yeah.
But it's not out yet.
It doesn't
It
go to-
runs out this month, right?
You would think it would go to the end of the month, right? When
You
pay
need
for
to
June.
sign up for the email reminders.
Yeah, those are handy.
And you know what? I think I did. It's probably going to with my
The
government.
junk.
The irony is I have a government email, and I think it's going to junk, and the emails from the government don't go to your prioritized anyway.
Yeah.
No, of course not. They would automatically go to junk.
But it's one of those. Here's the dynamic. He was cranky as all get out.
He must have been in a fight with the other lad at the
It
restaurant.
was.
the
Well,
Moose
he even
restaurant.
commented to me at one point. He's like, and just so you know, I'm not a nice guy. And I'm like, why are you saying this to me? Like, what did I do?
Yeah, that's
What
going to
a
make
thing
it
So
to
I'm not
say.
speeding. I'm not driving recklessly. I have a license plate cover
Man,
That's
on
like,
the back of my car.
it's like walking into security at a rock concert and go, by the way, I'm not a nice person. Well,
Yeah,
that's
like-
great, bud.
But nothing happened yet. Right?
give me a ticket for manslaughter?
like what's happened? But it was very so. This is where it's like I don't want to complain because he did just give me a warning. But at the same time, you could have been nicer about that. But I said to my wife on the phone, I called her to let her know. I said he probably hears it all the time of people pretending they didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like because I didn't know. But here's the deal: I'm not blowing smoke. I didn't know. I did not know. So I made the comment to him. I said, well, with all due respect, like, why do they sell them? And his response was, well, they sell those light bars too. You can't slap that on the hood of your car.
Everybody does up there.
And I was like, okay, but I'm not refuting. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
let's, if I can just, in the drug world, it's illegal if you have it, but it's also
The bean.
illegal to sell it. But apparently in the car accessory game, it's perfectly legal to sell it with no warning of, by the way, you can hang this on your wall, but you can't put it on your car. Right? And he
Yeah.
told me that's against the law all over Canada. It's not a New Brunswick thing. You can't put a cover on your... And I was just trying to make the point to him, like, I'm not trying to be an idiot, but then why do they sell them? And that's when he said that about the light bar. And he seemed kind of... So he's about to go back. He said, oh, just 1 second. I said, yeah. He said, can you roll up your windows? And I said, okay. And halfway up, he said, okay, that's good enough. I'm checking your tint.
Who even checks tint now? Like,
Anyway, but I don't have tint on, right? I don't have any. It's factory.
Like, I just want to point out, you drive a RAV4.
a gray RAV4.
And now,
Highly suspect vehicle.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Very sus.
Five-seater. Room for the kids stuff in the back.
I think you got some roof racks on there.
I got a roof rack. Yeah.
You know, put some things for the kids to go somewhere for the weekend.
Got
It's
kayaks?
a RAV4. It's
I
a
do.
family.
I do have a leather steering wheel cover. I will admit, yeah, that's
you
a speed demon I am.
splurged. You-
I just like the assumption that when you look at it, everything's completely stock, and you must have been like, you know what? I'm gonna tint these windows to like 95%.
I'm going to lower this thing, put a loud exhaust on it.
Well, it's even like, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Anyway, I got to find another way home. I'm not driving through Doketown again.
Chipman, here you come.
No, you still got to go through. You still got to go through Doketown, buddy. You still got to come through.
Wow.
Only half.
Wow.
You go to Stanley.
Well, you could go out. Anyways, no one listening cares about directions how to get to I was about
The
to
back
break.
roads of New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Just go down this road. Google Maps says to go down this road. Why am I on
No.
a logging road?
I will,
Juicy
but-
highway numbers that start with a 9.
Just so you know, I'm doing 40 from Boys Town to Blackville, and I'm just going to... The license plate cover's off the vehicle. The registration's paid. Ugh.
That's just
Wow.
so funny, eh? We should. I wish you could see. I wish people could see the video. It's a beautiful screen. Cameron, I also have to compliment you on your backing in job.
Thank you, sir.
You're like right next to this utility pole here. You get that right in, nice and tight.
That's right,
There's a
bro.
tree right behind this pocket
Tree.
right
Look
here,
how
too.
close
That's
that tree is.
Perfect.
Calculated right down to the inch.
Telling you.
Man,
Listen, I don't do many things well, and backing up, believe it or not, is only one of the few things I do well because I'm, as
'Cause-
Dad said,
So you-
and Katie says, you drive backwards faster than you do forward.
Oh, man, I just assumed it was Katie, and
That
you
makes
guided
total
her in.
sense to me.
She guided me back until I was like, we back far enough? She goes, yeah, okay.
I saw a good meme the other day at a campground, and it was a woman in a lawn chair at the front of the campground with a cardboard sign that said, "We'll back it in for you for $8."
that's fantastic.
Because the struggle is real. When you come to one of these places, you're like, you kind of sit there and you're walking around because that's what you do. You kind of walk around. I like to do it because I like to go around and see all the other trailers. It's like, oh, that's a really neat looking trailer. That's kind of cool. And then you see this one guy shows up and he's trying so desperately hard.
Yeah.
And you just kind of look and you're like, I feel so bad for you.
Yeah.
It's like watching a train wreck, but I'm just going to stand here
Yeah.
and make it even more nervous.
Yeah. He opens the door, right, and the sweat floods out of the
Because I've
cab.
only driven a utility trailer a couple times. And you know how sometimes you drive forward, you back up, and you score first try, and you get out like, yeah, friggin'
Yeah.
right.
Well, that's like
On the
me.
min- But there's sometimes where it's like a tighter spot, and you've done this before, but for whatever reason,
Just
it's like,
will.
it's still
No.
off.
No.
And you drive forward and back up, and like, how am I in the exact same spot I was a second ago? Because
You
I
get
just
you're like,
straightened out.
I'm sure I moved over another 2 feet.
And you did
exactly
not.
the
Yeah.
same spot.
Yeah.
And you moved like 7 times.
Yeah, and
Yes.
people are watching. You're like, this did not happen yesterday.
I know, and
I
that's,
looked so slick yesterday. You should have been here.
that's the trap people fall into. It's like they end up like doing the exact same adjustment every time,
Yeah,
and just sort of like going into the same place, and you're like,
You're looking forward, not
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
So
a-
you're kind
it's
of
a whole mental
just in
thing.
No, I'm not that great at it, but I got her in. So that was the main thing. It's
Yeah.
like I luck out most times. I'm like, I just take a shot at it. I'm like, I hope this works.
you just put her in high side reverse.
It's a
Just give her.
it's a nice campground too.
It is. Max Quest
I
is
mean-
very nice. You should
I
see
mean,
the
as
beach.
far
There's
as
a beach.
campgrounds go,
There's a beach and everything. Yeah, of course, Tyson.
I mean,
As begrudgingly as Tyson doesn't like to ever go in.
I like that Cameron just told me there's a beach. Like that's another selling point for me. Like,
And the
oh,
golf
there's
course.
sand. We've been over that one.
How deep does it get in the crevice? Is this sand get in as deep as possible so that when you shower 3 times, it's still
Still
in
there,
Absolutely. that's a camping ground sand.
but you will have sand in less spots with the lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped.
Promo code Bush League. I feel so pro, so professional.
Boys, I wanted to tell you earlier how to wait for the pot. So my family's getting ready for a yard sale and all the stuff and everything this summer. So you know how it's like every couple of years, stuff's got to go, and you know what I mean. Like it's just you've accumulated stuff. So they're getting ready for the yard sale, and Amanda says, "Well, do you want to come with me? Because you guys, my schedule, especially in May and June, I had one of those rare days off where it's like, oh my gosh, I actually get to watch like, you know, Grand Prix practice today and get to watch like." She said, "Why don't you come with me up to Mom's?" And she's just getting ready for the yard sale, but you can just sit there or whatever, and not like you know what I mean. But just
That's a
instead of us
trap.
being apart. Well, no, it wasn't really a trap.
Falling for that once or
I'm
twice.
wearing. I didn't. Hey, you're joking, but they didn't make me do anything. So, but I'm wearing shorts and my Manscaped T-shirt that they sent us that says, you know, in big letters across the back, Manscaped, your balls will thank you. And so I went to put on another shirt. She said, "No, leave it. Mom will think it's funny." And she did, right? So who stops in but Phil? And basically the line just is, "Hey, we're setting up at the rec center. Do you want to come, like, get out of here for a minute and come with me?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure. Let's go." Right? No idea what I'm going to. No idea. I walk into the rec center. I get out. I carry an amp in. I carry the bass pin in. I carry something else in for him. I'm like, oh, there's Trent and Tim, and I'm realizing there's Pastor Les. There's Dave Gopi. I had this was a gospel night, and I'm walking around this thing. They got pews set up to listen to gospel night. I'm here to do sound check. And I'm rocking around with a shirt that said, "Your balls will thank you," in big, massive letters across my back. So Pastor Les, God bless him, nicest man ever. How are you doing? And then good to see you again. And I'm slouching in the pew so people can't read my back.
First thing he says to him, so how are your balls making you?
So then I ask, so this is 20-6. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm good. And I'm waiting for Amanda to text me that she's going to come pick me up on the way by.
Which Tyson keeps checking every minute. Hurry up.
Yeah, but they're doing sound check, and more elderly people are walking in. And I said to Phil, Phil, because they're doing sound check, I said, when does this start? He said, 6? Not 7? He's like, no, 6. And I just text Amanda, like, come get me now.
It's either that or I take my shirt off.
But with Lawnmower 4.0, he wouldn't have to worry about body hair.
Yeah.
But they were even dressed, when they're not dressed up, but they're dressed decent because it's their night out, right?
Yeah.
So they're all coming in, like, they're not dressed up for church, but they're all dressed. And I'm sitting there in gym shorts and a your balls will thank you shirt. And my Blue Jays hat on, sitting in the front pew of this. And all these elderly people are walking in and stuff.
And like where he's so tall, he would be like towered, like front. He's the guy in the front row. That big tall guy in the front row.
No, I'm slouched to the point of now I'm going to trip people because the door's right by that. Like it's not.
Why do you think just to go outside and wait outside?
Classic. Thank you, Manscaped.
Wouldn't you have been surprised if Pastor Les walked up to you and said, "Boys, I almost threw the box out. There was a newspaper in the bottom."
all of a sudden, you see someone stand up the other side. Lawnmower 4.0
Changed my life.
Pastor Les, use promo code Bush League.
But luckily, I did not sweat the situation because I had my new ball deodorant.
Wow.
Trust me, you were sweating.
We're going to get another box after this show, after this podcast, I think, eh?
Promo code Bush League.
Oh, we're so bad.
Oh man.
Well, I wasn't quite as morally, compromised as you were, but I wore mine.
Morally compromised.
I wore mine to a sports rock. So
Morally compromised. Testament number 10: Thou shalt not talk about thy testicles.
Isn't that the 11th commandment?
Morally compromised. I mean, you're at church, they're wearing this thing, and the
Jeremy's at a bar.
Yeah. Well, I went to Sports Rock because I was like, no one, whatever. Because I just got it, put it on. Went for wings with my brother-in-law and some other guys.
His white shirt was dirty.
Yeah. Right. And like, I guess I didn't really think, much of it. But as soon as I sat down,
it's a nice shirt.
it is a nice shirt.
It's a nice
shirt.
quality shirt. Like it's the material I like and everything.
When
Jokes
it
aside.
fit good
Yeah.
and it's
But like, I couldn't believe it was like as soon as I sat down, everyone was like, "Manscaped? What? Like, why do you have that? Why do you have that shirt?" So like, I was telling them about like,
Jeremy's like, gather round.
gather around. And we opened a dialogue.
About men.
We
Below
talked
the waist
about
grooming.
maybe that stuff's a little taboo, but we actually kind of started talking about it.
Not at a restaurant.
It's a great meal topic.
Yeah, great meal topic. Yeah, and anyways, and the waitress was in on the discussion at one point.
Oh, she gave her 2 cents.
Yeah.
Well,
kind
that's
of
awesome.
talking about like, why don't they have a ladyscaped? Right?
That's a good idea.
And it was just kind of like, and then it was just kind of like, I don't know how. I don't know about talking about all this. I'm not sure about it.
Jeremy's like, I don't quite know how I feel about this, but you should try.
Yeah. I gave her the promo.
Gary's
code.
got like 6 people standing all around him. He's like, so. Jeremy's got the little card he hands out. So Manscaped, here's the promo codes.
Well, I will say, just so that, because if you haven't looked, because this is actually episode 33. And who would have thought, right, that it's
in honor of Patrick Waugh.
And some people have listened to all of them. That means you've listened to us for over 33 hours. And
years.
God bless you.
Wow, you deserve a medal.
But on episode 5 or 6, way back, we joked about how poor Cameron is hairy, and I think we said Manscaped, not a sponsor.
Yes, we did.
And
Yes.
just so everyone listening knows, they contacted us.
Yeah.
And wanted to sponsor our podcast and thought we'd be a good
You're
fit.
welcome.
And
You're all welcome.
took care of us, and that's where these shirts and underwear came from. So
Listening to the
Who knew?
podcast, and they're like, you know what? That poor lad, he needs help.
Yeah, who knew the walking Brillo pad would pay off so well?
First thing I thought when I saw that come in the mail, I was like, I am not shaving my chest. Not gonna happen.
That's fair.
I was like, first thing I sent back a message like, do I have to do anything for this? Like, was this a joke?
But
Like,
we
is this a
honestly
plea for
tried
help?
the products, and I got to tell you. Well, no, but here, have you ever done something or eaten something or no? But you know, like something in life that like you tried, like, oh, I'm not going to try that, or I'm not going to do that, or I'm not going to that thing.
Sushi.
And
I tried sushi. I love sushi.
But you know what I mean?
Big
Really?
sushi guy.
But you
Big
didn't
time.
know
Wow.
what you were missing until you
Yes.
tried it.
You don't know
Yes.
what you don't know.
Because I always kind of like, oh, I'm not doing, and then you do it and try it and go, oh,
Yeah.
this is actually kind of pleasant.
pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, this is
Eye opener.
I didn't know I had a problem till the
Yep.
problem was gone.
Yeah.
Well, growing up,
That's it.
right? You were like, I don't eat that. I don't eat that. And then I met Katie's family, and it's like, try this. That is amazing. They're
No.
like, what? You've never had that? I'm like, no. And they're like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I lived on peanut butter and jam, and I
Yeah.
had chicken nuggets and hot dogs
And bologna.
and bologna. And I'm like,
Chicken nuggies.
No bread.
Chicken nuggies.
No bread in our house.
Choco milk and what is it? What's Baby Yoda like? And chicken nuggets and
Yeah.
choco milk or some crazy thing like
That
that.
video, yeah. But you know, I kind of put the product in a category of like, oh, well, some people might, but I don't need to. And then I try it and like honestly tried it, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I know, and I didn't know what it was like to not have to.
Thank you, commercialism. You've once again found a problem I didn't know I had. Now I will spend money to solve it. The Canadian dream.
Yeah. No, but
Democracy.
it's jokes. They are a sponsor, but I will stand behind that.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
what a
Yeah.
nice. Anyway,
100%.
Yeah, we're really
your balls will thank you.
yeah.
I don't really have a big conversation with mine. I'm just saying.
You should start. You don't know what you're missing.
Gary talks to him at least twice a day. How you doing,
Chip,
boys?
hey Dale.
Little name tag on there.
Hey, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. How you doing?
Holy jeez.
Hey, Alvin. Hey, Simon. Hey, Theodore.
Athos, Porthos, and Aramis.
Alex, Getty, and Neil.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, I feel like we should interview someone.
Well, who's out there?
Does anyone out there want to do anything? Do
Well,
we have anything to
There's
say?
dogs.
you can holler. You can ask.
What are we going to ask?
Just Katie's uncle's there, and Katie's there, and
You know,
We're
it'd be
going to have to
cool.
leave pretty soon
Well,
if
to
we
get
want to get
someone
to
we don't know
Montreal
at
in
all.
time for qualifying.
Yeah.
oh, Montreal.
Oh, man.
And just so you know, I got coworkers that went,
Shut
It's sold
up.
out.
and I'm like, I can't go without Cameron.
You could have went without me.
I can't do it, bud.
You
You're
could've.
the only reason I got into F1.
I'm sorry.
I'd be sitting there in like stand number 43, filled with so much guilt.
Don't worry.
Downside is they sold out, so tickets ain't going to get
As soon
any
as
cheaper
listen,
next year.
No.
listen, the second Vettel went by, Tyson's like, Cameron, who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kubica almost died again. If only Cameron was here to experience this with me.
Yeah, but that was the last time we watched the Canadian Grand Prix all together.
Together, yeah.
Yeah.
And we just sat there
That
and we were
dates
like
that, yeah.
stunned.
Kubica,
Everybody
yeah.
else is looking at us. They're like, "What just happened?" And the four of us are like, that's not good."
How much were tickets again when we looked at the time?
Wasn't
You're
12
looking at an $800 weekend.
Yeah.
I thought it
On
was.
just
I
tickets?
You
thought,
are.
I thought the tickets
Just
were
tickets.
Tickets were $5 something.
Okay.
So I did the
Boys.
math on if you stayed for 2 nights or if you drove up in the camper, jokes aside. And
like, yeah. But boys, there's
by
a
the time you ate and stuff. No, but if you did it as cheaply as possible,
Yeah.
you're going to have an $800 weekend if you had a place to stay. And
But no, in all
you go to
seriousness,
Walmart
do they have a
Honestly,
place for?
wouldn't bother me a bit.
for campers.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably booked them like 2 years in advance. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the
they probably
sites
have
would be
campsites
insane,
around.
Mont Tremblant.
Yeah.
There's a good track in Mont Tremblant.
There is.
Oh yeah,
Actually, that's where the Haas team was staying. I saw Magnussen being interviewed.
up in Mont Tremblant. Really? No, that's where there's an old. That's where the original Canadian Grand Prix was held. Was up there.
Okay.
Yeah, not that I know that crap, but, you know.
That's why I can't go without you. Wouldn't know what we were talking about.
We're going to the island.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bud?
What I want to do is interview someone we don't know at all.
Yeah.
What? I'm not doing a random. What?
Inviting them into your camper. Would you like some candy?
Katie's cousin Shawn's there. Guy.
Would you like to try the lawnmower 4.0?
Let's set up a booth.
Booth. Down there. Better than a lemonade stand.
What are we even going to ask them?
LaShawn's over there roaming around. You yell at him. You want to be on it? I can yell at him.
What are we going to ask, though?
Well, he's young. He's like...
I love that half this episode is now, I'm too shy to ask. You ask. What are we going to ask him?
I'm going to yell at him.
I just don't know,
Their
like...
feet to the side, the girl.
Shawn! Come here!
How long do you think the war in Ukraine is going to last?
This is how we get people on the podcast. Hey, you, come here! He's slowly tripping over here. Oh, no, you don't got shoes on. Look at here, tough lad coming too, eh?
All right, you got to share the mic with him
I
there.
got to share the room.
Cam.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Come on in, Shawn. Have a seat. All right.
Hey, man, this isn't weird at all. We're just all sitting here with microphones and...
Well, one of us has headphones. So, how's your day?
It's pretty good.
Hey, Cam, I know we don't do this a lot. Do you mind introducing the guy?
Well, I think he'll introduce himself.
Okay.
My name's Shawn.
Hey, Shawn.
I'm Katie's cousin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's my lot there.
Yeah, nice.
His parents' lot is next door.
Katie
That's what
gives
I'm
detailed descriptions on how to get to lots that we don't read on time. Fun fact.
You know, I'm going to put in the description, Shawn, Katie's cousin.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So we were wondering about the geopolitical
State of the world.
state of the world.
Geopolitical landscape that is unfolding before our eyes.
Shawn's a big, huge hockey fan, but he's a Penguins fan.
Oh, okay.
All right, on. No one's perfect.
So
That's
now,
fine.
well,
My son's a Penguins fan.
There you go.
Like I said,
So are we go Avs or what?
I'm go Avs.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's
I
go.
just don't want to see a three-peat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think everyone's
me
in
neither.
that boat. Yeah.
me neither.
Speaking of, you're talking about ticket prices.
Oh,
I decided to torture myself
and look.
and do a price of like a trip down to see like a Stanley Cup final game, and like the nosebleeds.
Did you call your mortgage broker?
Yeah, right. The nosebleeds were like $1,000. Like the top highest,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
lower
buddy.
bowl was like 10 grand.
Tampa or Colorado?
Colorado. So I looked at the Tampa ones at Amalie Arena, and the other day they were still at like $167. I was like, man, you know, if you flew like last minute,
You could,
you know,
technically.
Shawn,
Why
didn't you
not?
go to you went to one, the Lightning, what year was that? Like,
11.
oh yeah.
Against, Washington when they swept them.
So do you remember how much tickets were then? Yeah, probably not a lot, honestly.
I
like-
think that night we went to TNA and he went to a hockey game. I could have actually gone to my very first NHL game, but I'm like, no, I will go to TNA and watch wrestling.
And a 6-sided ring.
No, at the time it wasn't the 6-sided, it was the
No,
4.
it was
That's the night.
eight-sided.
That's the night Mick Foley showed up. China showed up. They had a battle royal that all of the whole locker room was in.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy was drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. Samoa Joe gave a guy a muscle buster. It was worth watching.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I've never been to a game either. Never
Really?
been to one. No, nope, never been to one.
How many you been to? On.
Did too. I went to in Ottawa, Pittsburgh and Ottawa.
Okay,
All right.
nice, nice.
Is it
I
me?
went to Toronto and Ottawa on the last game of the season when both teams were eliminated from the playoffs.
Really leaving
Awesome game.
leaving it all on the ice.
Wow.
So is it me or is it just that everybody goes to Ottawa to watch their team? That seems to be the.
cheapest.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
cheaper.
Watch Ottawa.
Not wrong.
Yeah, maybe that'll change now with Melnick's gone now, and I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll change.
If they move the arena, maybe.
Yeah, isn't that so
Yeah.
funny? Like, how far of a drive is it? Isn't it like
It's a ways.
it's like a half an hour, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Could
Yeah.
be worse. You could be in Phoenix. Just saying.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh,
I'm so excited
not
to
even
see them.
allowed to put their logo on the ice.
Yeah, what?
Oh, Cameron doesn't
dude.
know this.
Oh man, the Arizona Coyotes.
You
is
can't
such
put a coyote on the ice?
It's such a dumpster
No, because
fire.
they don't have their own rink.
It's not their own rink.
So they're renting from the university.
Yeah, they're going to play all their home games at ASU, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah, I
Arizona
think they can
State.
sit a whopping 5,000 people if they max out.
So what happened to their building?
Well, they haven't. I don't think they've made payments in months. They're behind on bills. They haven't paid and the city's been after them, and they were
I think
finally.
they've made poor business decisions over many years.
Oh yeah,
and
to
the
lead to
city has
this.
finally been like, bye.
Yes. That's the thing. They
Wow.
And I just get a kick out of it, right? Because the president of the team, when they announced they get this deal to play at this university, we couldn't be more excited, and thrilled to be playing. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sure you're thrilled to be the laughing stock of the NHL.
I thought that was Ottawa.
Well, I don't know, man. They still have their own arena.
Yeah, they do have their own arena.
It is it's gonna be like the executives and the owners. Like it's
I can't
embarrassing.
wait
It's
to
embarrassing.
play NHL 23 and see this arena.
I just imagine what the visitors' locker room is going to look like. You had Sidney Crosby coming in, and it's just like a wooden bench.
Yeah.
They're going to
Oh,
do the
gosh.
post-game interviews. It'll look like your local high school.
Yeah.
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 NHL 22.
They're like playing in house league.
But man, I checked out the size of this. And like the Casey Irving Center is like slightly bigger than this thing for the Titan. You know what I mean? Like it really is. Like it sits the same amount of people, and it's like,
Willie.
Yeah.
Well, we were all in Willie O'Reed. It'd probably be able to pull it
Well,
off.
like the Avenir Center
you're not
there.
far off.
The Avenir
You're not far
Center
off.
in Moncton is you can get 9,000 people in there.
Yeah, but Quebec City won't support a team. Yeah. Wow.
I don't think that the Coyotes will be able to fill O'Ree.
No.
Yeah, that was so. I think Brad Marchand. I think he tweeted after
did.
that deal. He said they still won't be able to fill the arena at 5,000 seater.
Yeah.
I think their ticket prices came out too, and they're charging enough for the tickets that they almost seems like they only think they're going to fill half the arena.
wow. So
Yeah.
apparently now you go to Phoenix to watch everybody to play.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
can't even and then you go there thinking you could eat, but you can't because Kessel's eating all the hot dogs. So there's
Yeah. I bet you. I can't wait to see the camera angles and the camera shots. Those guys are going to be told no wide shots, just the ice.
You know what?
You do not come off of the ice.
It's just going to be like going to Raw when you used to go. There was the camera side and the other side's completely empty. Everybody's on the one
oh
side.
man, they're gonna have to have a camera side.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Honestly
So-
though,
Well,
'cause
the
it's gonna
tower
look
play is
empty.
probably going to be like actually moving around and following.
Yeah, sky view, so you can't see the crowd.
It's
Wow.
hilarious. Just hilarious. I just imagine like beautiful sounds of nature.
I'm just so pumped we're actually doing a Campcast.
It's too bad because people listening, I mean, it's no different to them at all, really, other than the sounds worse. Yeah.
And we just have random guests.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to teach you how to do this.
Thanks for all the clue in your
We're
tongue,
also going to
man.
have to teach you how to do this.
We're
Well,
still
I'm
waiting
not
for
gonna-
Cameron to
What, am I
look
supposed to
at
be
it.
like an interview? So today,
We have had other,
What's the funniest story you got?
well, I didn't know how to. Truth be told, we've never actually had a live
first in-person
guest, have we?
guest.
This is
Not in person. We've done Zoom calls.
yeah, but not
Yeah.
like actual
Yes.
live in person.
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is
All right, so no pressure, but make a slap, Sean.
So, Sean,
it's all on you, bud.
What?
We held it for 33 episodes. It's time to take us home.
what's the funniest story you have on cam? Best one. Oh, he's narrowing it down.
Oh, did you see that look? That's gold.
The first thing that comes to my head is just the skunk story, but
Yeah, that's already been told. Everyone knows that, yeah.
So where were you when that happened?
Oh, I wouldn't have been in Miramichi, would I?
Oh,
No,
okay.
I would have been in Fredericton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Smell them from there.
We heard about it for months after, so
Smelled it for months after.
Hey, yeah, all right.
You said there was a porcupine running around somewhere too, eh? You be careful.
Yeah, Sean, you found the mother last night.
yeah, I just heard something in the bushes.
Uh-oh.
And I started walking by it, and then someone from another trailer said my name, and I turned around, and it's like 3 feet behind me.
Oh. Woo. Yeah.
At least it wasn't a skunk.
Give you a swat. That wouldn't have been good.
So the noise in the bushes, was it Cameron trying to use his new Manscaped performance package?
Yep. I was trying to use it on the porcupine.
Left a trail for miles.
Oh, man.
I hate you guys.
Yeah.
I just realized you're wearing a Chippendale shirt. I hadn't even seen that.
Rescue Rangers.
Green? Doing the
Where's
whole
all that
Ranger. I just need a
Chippendale
Ranger
Rescue
hat and I'd be all set.
That is gold.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Every time we do this, it's like Cameron has a great shirt.
What
I
was
try.
He had the Cora's shirt on there.
Yeah.
The Sunny whatever.
Yeah.
The chorus shirt.
We all thought it was Cora's.
But I think it said, I'm a freaking ray of sunshine.
I'm a freaking ray of sunshine. Tyson's like, chorus shirt. I'm like, no.
The logo looked like a Cora's shirt.
Yeah. Man.
Ryan talked about his Ottawa experiences here.
No. No.
I have never seen Cameron more emphatic in my life.
Wow. No, no.
You should be a PR person. I was like, no.
Took the mic away and everything. They're like, no.
Did he go home?
What do you mean?
Is he here?
Ryan? No, he's right there.
Oh, no. No, you can't. You can't. No.
Did anything illegal happen?
Well,
Well, now I gotta.
Well,
If it's legal.
let's make this the 18 plus. Let's just do it.
okay.
Hey, Ryan.
Get over here.
You're gonna have Katie's cousin Shawn.
Oh, you're going to. Well, I can.
I'll stand over here.
Well, you go sit beside Tyson. He doesn't bite. Well, not that I'm aware of. Well, he only bites once.
He hasn't done that in years.
Not a long time.
Look at this walk of shame coming here. Oh, this is
Get in
it.
here.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna go sit by Cameron over there, introduce yourself, and tell us what happened in Ottawa.
He is leaving.
Sean brought it up, not me. I said no too. I said the same thing.
Shawn's gonna have to give us a recap. I
You
think.
better get in here before Sean makes it worse.
I'll sit there. I'm not staying.
Well, you might as well just introduce yourself at least.
I'm Ryan. I'm Sean's friend.
So Tyson, you have to
It
put
was.
I don't know what else to say.
episode 33.
I got nothing exciting to say about myself.
We have Shawn, Katie's cousin, and his friend Ryan. That's what you got to put in there.
That is the episode title is going to be called.
CIRI.
So what's the PG version?
There is no version.
All right, we're gonna have to hear this bad boy off air.
Yeah.
I don't think I should explain it.
You were there. You go ahead.
Well, let's just say it was in Ottawa, on a school trip, and there was Ryan involved, and
And we're moving on.
Okay.
All right.
Told you.
And that's all the time we have.
Told you. When I was emphatically
boy.
saying no, and Ryan emphatically said no. Wait, you know, you have a really good friend. He's just much like my friends. He'll throw you into the bus. And
Oh boy.
Proud moment.
Now that's a sound clip, not a proud moment.
Well, here's some people we don't know walking by. Do they want to come in?
Just randomly, everybody walks by.
Yeah. So do you have a funny story about Cameron?
No,
Right?
I don't. I've only known Cameron for like what, 3 years?
Well, you know.
See him like twice a year, maybe.
Lucky
so
you.
Don't really know him too well, but I mean,
Yeah, he hasn't gotten the full, bad effect. So, just saying. Now,
No,
what about Shawn? Shawn must have a story you can tell about Shawn.
Man,
Wow, he pays you well.
you three have never had my back like he has Sean's back.
They say there's always one in every group. Brian's the one in the group like I'm the one in our group. So I'm just saying. We got to stick together, buddy. Jeremy, way to get the bleeper out.
I swear on this.
Well, we try not to.
We lose our rating and stuff like that. It's not a big deal.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We didn't say
retract
it.
my previous statement.
We literally said nothing. Cameron yelled out, said, "Hey, get over here!"
To be fair, we brought him in here and asked him to talk about Ottawa. So.
Yeah, 100%.
We still don't know what Ottawa
You
is.
guys lost your rating from that.
See, I told you when I was emphatically going, no. You understand now why.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. Yeah. Shawn, are
So-
you?
So these guys, they decided last week they came all the way up to Sunny Corner to play in a ball hockey tournament.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From town.
Don't you dare throw judgment on them for that.
Well, I don't, but I mean, they're young, and it's like, oh, we only get to play 8 games, and like from Friday night to Saturday, I'm like, 8 games? I would have a heart attack after the first 2.
It makes you feel any better. We lost every game.
Does give me a little bit of solace. A little bit.
Carrie, does that sound familiar?
I was going to say, just like Cameron.
Yes.
I think we
we
told
got
that
one
before.
goal that whole
Probably the
weekend.
last time I played.
Yeah.
I think almost every time I ever played, Cameron was our goalie, so I don't know the experience of winning one. I don't know what even what that
But when we had the big tournament a couple years ago for Katie's cousin, he had a big tournament, and I was the winning goalie. And then I retired and never played again.
Yeah, you got to go out on
You
it.
gotta go out in a high. That was the only high I ever had in the last 20 years playing floor hockey. Wow.
It's too bad.
Sunny Corner.
That's right. Doesn't matter where, you still won.
I feel like that needs to be re-edited with sad music. And the only high I've ever experienced is
20 years.
it's winning not getting married to my wife. It's winning
Floor hockey?
a
I
ball
said
hockey
floor
tournament.
hockey now. Hold her.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, yeah, I'm shocked you wouldn't.
No one else is going to either after Jeremy edits that bad.
Jeremy, the editing wizard.
So Ryan, hockey guy, who you going for this year?
Avs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I hate Tampa, so.
Let's go. That's right.
I think we all hate
They're too
Tampa.
cocky. They're too cocky.
Oh,
Can't stand them. Kucherov, hate him. Good player, hate him.
Yeah.
Good rating point, all right. Bit of
He had the T-shirt made right last
Yeah.
year, 18 million over.
Yeah.
Pretty.
And
Yeah.
Number one.
I'm gonna edit everything out. It's just gonna be you saying that, and then the outro.
what do we do?
This is pretty
Yeah,
much
on
how all of
topic,
our
I agree,
podcasts go.
It's Kucherov I can't stand, I think. He just rubs me the wrong way. I think that's cocky as all get out. He's just...
He just has to start complaining about like Ulf Samuelsson from the old days and Bobby Orr. You need to say like Bobby Orr was the best player ever.
He wasn't.
Whoa!
I'm a Bruins fan.
Like I kind of think you're gonna say Wayne Gretzky was the greatest player ever.
In my opinion.
Like I really don't think that's arguable.
Yeah.
What about Mr. Hockey?
Yeah, but
What about him?
he's not the best player ever. Like it's pretty undisputedly, Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne.
I don't see Gord with his own whiskey.
When there's stats like the fastest player to 1,000 points is Wayne Gretzky, and the next fastest 1,000 points is Wayne Gretzky's second 1,000 points. It's kind of like mic drop, except I'm not going to do that because I want this to break. But yeah, doesn't have to be your favorite, but you know.
So is that, Ryan, who you think the greatest hockey player of all time is Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah.
Just to double check. I didn't know. Well, who's your favorite player of all time?
Favorite player of all time?
Alex Ovechkin.
No. Current players, Bergeron. Patrice Bergeron. Big fan of him. All time? I don't know. Mario Lemieux.
Okay.
Yeah.
Penguin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean's sitting over there going, Penguin? Yep. That's
Yep.
right.
I'd say Mario too.
Yeah.
Really? Hmm? Depends who your team was, right?
I just like
Yeah.
the story, like how he had cancer, came back, and played again. I don't know.
Yeah,
Pretty inspirational, I think.
it is.
Come back
And he had that play. I don't know if you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I already know what you're going to say, you jerk.
I take it was
It was
against
against the
Toronto.
Leafs, too, you-
Yes. Okay, well, if we're gonna break, there's a lot.
We can
But
bring
one
the
of-
Gretzky one up.
One of my
Toronto.
favorites is the 2002 the Olympics, and he's playing in the
Yeah,
Olympics, and he has that play with who was on his line? Was it? I forget who made the pass. It was either Sakic or Yzerman makes the pass, and he pretends like he's gonna like one time it, but he like fakes the shot, and the puck perfectly goes behind his stick between his legs and right to I think it was Jerome Iginla.
It was to Iginla.
And Iginla just like
It
taps
was
in,
to Iginla, yeah.
and Richter like just totally bought the Lemieux shot.
Well, everybody bought it. The cameraman
no,
bought
sorry.
the shot.
I say that as if like, oh, you got fooled. But like when you watch it back, it's just like, you know, I don't know, it's just magic.
And no
stuff.
assist.
Yeah, he doesn't
You
even
know
get
what I
a
mean?
point on the
Completely
play.
set up that thing and no assist because he didn't touch
Yeah.
the puck, right? It's just insane.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
his first game back, he did something similar
yeah.
to the Leafs. Yeah, they let it go through his legs on purpose, and it actually cut across, and they scored wide open. Like,
Yeah.
You just you see some of those guys, and you kind of wonder, like, there has to be something said for like people who work really hard in hockey and like they try so hard. Then there's just guys that just have that God-given ability and talent. They don't even think about it. It's like a second, just like a reflex.
and it's also this ability. I don't know how they see everywhere.
well,
Like,
they
how
Yeah.
did you know he'd be over there by the time you let it go?
Well, they used to say about Wah, how good Wah was, because one night he was sitting, they said one game, one of the players came up to him and was saying, oh, that was a pretty great save. He goes, yeah, not too bad. He said, did you see the guy in the second story up there, or in the second row, who fell and dropped all his popcorn? In the middle of the play, he could see that going on. And they're like, that didn't happen. They go back, and they actually looked at the looked at the video, and there was a guy who fell down the stairs and dropped his popcorn as he was in the middle of a play. I was
They
like,
used to say goalies make good coaches because they notice everything.
oh. Well, I guess so.
So you'd be a good coach, Cam. Coach Cam.
Coach.
Retired goalie, Coach Cam.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Talk about a butterfly style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They used
I
to make
think
fun of me. That's what they make fun of me for. Is that I always had this. I do butterfly, and
You
they're
boys ever see
That's what we
highlight
made
reels
fun
of
of you
Dominic
for.
Hasek? Cameron would look like Hasek's having a seizure. Just rolling around everywhere.
Which is so funny. I would have thought you like stack the pads kind of guy, you know?
No, I used to try when I first started. I
Oh,
did
no,
that.
he used to get the 3-step slide across with the, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was always. I don't know what it was, but I'd rather do butterfly because I felt like I could move more, even though I'm big and I don't move at all. But I thought I'd have a little more mobility. Tyson played with me. I wasn't terrible. I wasn't great, but I wasn't terrible. And he said, "Yeah, you can play the sad music again."
Emotional.
Oh, by myself.
Yeah, good
Better
times.
you than me, buddy.
Yeah, well.
There was one night I filled in a net, and Justin Mullen parked himself on the point.
Oh.
And my left shoulder from sliding across and taking them, after a while, it was like, no, you can put that in.
So
I'm not getting in front of that.
so to give you
I'm
a little
getting pretty sore.
give you a little pretext, this guy had a slap shot and used to do those orange floor hockey balls, and someone had just bought, the church must have just bought a floor hockey road hockey mask, and he hauled off and slap shot it. When he did, he bent the front of the mask. It bent it right in, like it bent in.
No, that was my Louisville mask with the guard.
That was your Louisville
yeah,
one.
he broke the cage on it.
He broke the cage on a slap shot with
With an
orange ball.
hockey ball.
He would wind up, and it was like the parting of the sea. Everybody just got out of his way. They're like, nope. You know how you would dive? Like, Ryan is apparently notorious for sliding in front of every shot, like as a defenseman.
Man, that's what you want in the playoffs, right? Blocking shots.
anyway, no one would do that. They would just jump out of the way and just, nope, you have at the goaltender. And we're just like, oh, this is going to hurt so bad.
We were wearing jogging pants, not hockey gear.
No chest protector, no cup, jogging pants, and a pair of road
I
hockey.
remember that night. I blocked 3 or 4 of them, and after that, it was like, no, you can put that in. I'm not getting in front of another one of those things.
When I first started playing floor hockey, I never wore a mask. I didn't wear a helmet for the first...
Oh, we're keeping this guy.
All right, Don, anything else you want to say? How's the defense working tonight? Nothing, eh? It's like I'm Ron McLean and you're Don Cherry. This is going to be a great group.
Cameron must have had head injuries, and the Russians are cocky.
He's pretty much spot on with all the above. So,
Yeah. I used to think that like NHL players would say that when like, you know, you got like Shea Weber who was just traded, funny enough, and you know, Chara, some of these guys, like, you know, what do you do, right? Like, man. Yeah. Yeah, did you see that? He was traded to
Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas?
Right after like Bettman, like 2 days before, was like, no, we don't have any issues with loopholes in the way we use LTIR in the league, and then that trade happens. Anyway,
24 hours after he said that. It was the day
yeah,
before.
it was the day before, was
It
it?
was like the next morning he got traded. Yeah.
And then Anaheim replies to the tweet, you sure?
You sure?
always good when the other guys are saying that. You can keep them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quickly turning into a dumpster fire. And now Bruce Cassidy is there. Like, I don't know. That's just so weird. Super weird. It was weird for you, right?
Yeah, I'm not happy with.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you told them?
Don Sweeney should go. He's a bum. He's stupid. Like 2015 draft kind of ruined him from there.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
Wow.
Same with Cam Neely. He doesn't really.
Hold it.
Now,
You do not talk
Well,
about
you
the
went
patron
back-
saint of the
Now,
Bruins.
Cameron, if you try to blame his hips for his office work too, I'm walking.
No, but I'm going to blame Ulf Samuelson for the dirtiest shot, dirtiest play in the game.
Here we go. Because we all know that was Claude Lemieux on Chris Draper.
Knee on
dirtiest
knee is
shot?
the dirtiest play in hockey. Oh, well, I guess other than submarine.
Boarding from behind.
yeah, it was pretty.
You couldn't see his face.
Yeah, well, we'll wait for the new 30 and 30 to
Yeah,
dive into
I
that.
can't
I'm
wait
pumped
for
about that.
Why? Which one's that one about?
The Avs Wings rivalry.
And
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be pretty
Yeah.
intense.
That'll be a good one.
Even the last clip is Konstantinov. He actually talks. And he was
Oh,
like
man.
they end the preview with him going, he's like, break them.
Break
It's
them.
like, oh, he hasn't said anything in like 40 years.
When I was younger, like I was on the Avs side of that rivalry, you know what I mean? But like I had a soft spot for Konstantinov because he,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
what a rough go. Eh?
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
I mean, he was
A cocky rush.
drunk. He was drunk driving. And, you know,
Yes.
but, yeah,
True story.
yeah.
Again, so was Jeff Hardy. So
Now they even have the video out of the dash cam.
yeah, I saw. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not as bad as when he was in the ring that night with Sting, and Sting, like, put him down and said, you could see Sting melting, stay down. It's like, okay.
That's what Clifford used to do when we'd wrestle.
Yes, I'm well aware.
If he dies, he dies.
You'll remember my name. Gary, you slap me one more time. You can actually see in the video when Gary's paintbrushing me.
Stop.
The moment it stops, because Gary kind of perks up a little bit like, oh. Because at that point, I threatened to kill him.
Gary's really into the character acting.
Oh, he was. He could just... So, yeah, that's what he did. We were wrestling.
Yeah,
And
so
Gary
they
gets
would
on
know
and
this.
starts
Yeah.
paintbrushing me in the back of the head. He started telling, you'll remember my name.
That's how he
The
got
day
it.
it was born.
That's how he got it. Slap the hair right off
So
his
me
head.
and Jeremy thought we were being all slick. So like, we used to not have enough guys to wrestle a bunch of matches, right? So we'd play more than one character, thinking we're all slick, as if no one knows it's the same stupid idiot that just walked out. In a different, you know what I mean? But Gary,
Jeremy
for
throws a
whatever
mask
reason,
on.
What are you talking about, Tyson? I don't know what you're talking about.
But Gary would get so into character, right? He would act that character. So I had wrestled Gary as his character Clifford, and he beat the crap out of me. Just relentless. It's like no one told Gary, you know, it's supposed to be fake, right? So Jeremy wrestles Gary as Clifford and beats the crap out of Gary, and then Cameron wasn't there that weekend. So Cameron comes later, and it's like, actually, Cameron, you've never wrestled Gary as Clifford.
And he's
Me
like,
and
yeah,
Jeremy
sure.
are looking at each other like, yeah. You've never wrestled and just like slap right across the face, across the back of the head, and yelling at him like, you don't remember my name. Like just slapping the crap out of him.
It was like aggressive, and I didn't expect. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna wrestle Gary like I wrestled him. No big deal. It wasn't wrestling; it was just an absolute beat down.
With us watching it, just
them laughing. Yeah, and in the middle of it, I threatened Gary after he slapped me for the 12th time, and I said, "You better stop doing that now," and not so friendly words. And in the video, you see Gary pop up and go, "Oh, okay." Gary's like, "Well, now I'll start laying the boots to him because I'm hoping he's not going to get up." Clifford
Oh man.
fed me to a monster.
You got to sell it.
You have to sell it. You can hear it.
He did it for the fans. He did it for the fans, which was our moms who watched it.
Essentially.
I never showed my mother us wrestling. Are you insane?
Oh, man.
It's a whippersnipper.
Talking about the whippersnipper, did you know Manscaped has the whippersnipper?
It's the weed whack.
Oh, the weed whack.
Jeremy's got some editing.
This will be by far the longest time I'll have to spend. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything we can? I don't know. What else can we do on a campground for a podcast where people can't see anything?
Walk around and listen to nature.
Look at other people's trailers.
Table down the road.
Yeah, well,
Walking down the road.
this is how long's the cord on this? Hook up to the front of the camera, drag the trailer around the campground.
Tour
We'll
us
sit in the
around.
back here.
On the move.
Yeah, we'll sit in the back.
Critiquing everybody's decks. Look at that guy's deck. He didn't use level.
That guy didn't back in real
You
good
said
at all.
deck, right?
Yes, I said deck.
Oh boy.
Talking about editing. Wow. Little sound bites here and there. You said
Oh,
deck.
I heard a horn. Where's the action at? What's going on?
Did you hear the horn Dad set off last night?
Yes, I happened to hear your father set the horn off in the truck last night, and then proceeded not to shut it off for like a minute and a half.
Past the quiet hours?
Yeah, past quiet hours.
Ooh.
Like 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the trunk still wasn't open, so we had to open the front door again, and it went off again. Shut that one off quick.
Yeah. Security wasn't right on top of that?
Security.
They're mean.
We
They were
won't
gonna let
release
me
the
in
name
last
of where we
weekend.
are.
They're like, "We're here. Who are you here for?" I'm like, "Valerie, Mom." I was like, "I'm with Shawn." He's like, "You're a guest. You can't come in past 10 o'clock." I said, "I live here on the weekends. Like, let me in." He's like, "I guess you come this weekend." Like, just a future reference, so I'm not gonna let you in again. I was like, "What's the big deal if I'm here on the weekend? Like, I'm not doing anything wrong."
Was he a cop from Doketown?
But no, he was mean. He was grumpy. I can't use the word I want to use. It's PG-13 apparently, but.
We always have to figure out the guidelines of what is.
there isn't. We don't know.
We
have
blur
no
the
idea.
lines. We blur the lines.
Yeah. Wow. We'll end the song with blurred lines.
Yeah,
Or
there-
the podcast with blurred lines.
Wait, isn't that wasn't
I
that
heard that in the headphones. We got that. We got that squirrel. Come here, squirrel.
Jeremy's calling squirrel like it's a
I heard my
cat.
voice echo off the trees.
Do it again, Jay.
We should have did this at night. People would be drunk walking around. That'd be a good interview. What do you think about the war in Ukraine?
What do you think about this? What do you think about this fire? See, I would not be a good interviewer. I'm terrible at this. Totally bad.
You
Yeah.
ask a very vague question. Like a two-word answer, and you're like, "That's it."
What's your favorite color?
You'd ask a very vague question.
What did you want me to get all like right into it? I don't know what to ask questions. Jeez, I'm not the one normally asking the questions. Not Rowdy Piper in the interviews. Clifford, come on, get back in the game. Bring you up for an interview.
Was Roddy Piper a good interviewer?
Well,
Oh.
well,
He had an
kind of.
interview segment.
Yeah. They normally
I just-
normally ended in him beating somebody.
I guess I wouldn't have. Yeah.
You don't know who Rowdy Piper is?
Years old.
How many years ago did he die? He's been dead for 6 years.
Do you know who Ronda Rousey is?
Yeah.
Did you ever notice when she comes out to like music? Or?
She's like the girl who's at UFC and all that, right? And
Yeah.
no, she is. Yeah. I don't
Where
know.
Cameron's going with that is because he's so good at interviewing. She goes by Rowdy Ronda Rousey, right? But she asked Roddy Piper for permission to use Rowdy.
Yeah,
Cameron's discussion technique. Here's a breadcrumb. Take it. Take it. Take it. Okay, good. Here's another.
No, I don't know
Take
who
it.
I don't know who Roddy Piper is. Do you know who Ronda Rousey is? With no explanation whatsoever of like why.
Did you ever think about how she Oh, what?
Just go. Do you ever notice when she walks out to music? That one, Cam.
Yeah, Roddy Piper also walked out to music.
Like moan there a little bit.
It's more of a, I don't know. Because this is my life with these guys.
That's his "I'm dying inside" sound. Yeah.
This is my life with these guys. Should we do a sign off from the Campcast though?
This was
This
it?
is actually a Bush League pod. We're literally in the bushes. We're in the bushes finally.
Signing off from
Signing
Cameron's
off.
Camp Castle.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'd like to thank Cameron for having us and for Katie and for
For putting up with us.
yeah, with beautiful breakfast when we got here. Did not expect that at all. So we'll see you next time, folks. From somebody's basement. Don't know who. We'll figure that out.
You know, maybe we'll do it from the beach, Jeremy. You never know.
No.
Just say it was in Ottawa on a school trip, and there was Ryan involved, and
And we're moving on.
You just wasted some of your life listening to the Bush League Podcast. You must stop what you're doing right now. Like and subscribe and leave a 5-star rating. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and like us on Facebook.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BUSHLEAGUE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code BUSHLEAGUE. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.